Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a slightly different video today for the first time. It's something that I already do over on my blog. I've got a series called Kitchen Bites, which has been going probably for about 2 years now, and it's where I do every month or every couple of months I do a roundup of my favourite new products that I've been trying, mostly foodie related. I show you guys any kind of new samples that I've been sent and things like that. So instead of doing it over in picture and word form on the blog, I thought I would now film it in video form. I will also put it up on the blog as well and a link to the video, so you'll still be able to see it if you're just a reader of the blog. And I'll link to my blog below, so you can go over and have a little look at the old ones if you want to. So I've got a few things to show you this month, so let's get stuck into them. Sorry if the light was a little bit dark before. I just turned on the kitchen light because it's really dreary outside today, so hopefully that'll be a little bit better for you. So let's get started with the first things that I've got to show you. So the first products are from Quaker Oats. So they're a really popular product. I'm sure you all have heard of them. There's two different things that they've sent me to have a look at. The first of these is the porridge to go. So these are kind of breakfast squares, they call them, and they say there's the same amount of oats in them as a bowl of porridge. So they look like kind of almost like little flapjack bars, and these are just ready to go. You can eat them just out of the packet, or you can also heat them up as well. And they sent me those in 2 flavours to try. So that one's the golden syrup, and then they've also sent me this one, which is strawberry, raspberry and cranberry. And I've already tried one of those, and that was actually really nice. The fruit was quite sharp in them, so it's quite nice, and it counteracted kind of the sweetness of the porridge and the flapjack itself. Also from Quaker, they've sent me some of these new squeezy pouches. Now, I've never seen these before, so essentially these are supposed to be kind of on the go products. So if you're having to rush out and you haven't had time for breakfast, you can grab one of these and take it with you. So again, they come in a few flavours. This one is the apple and cinnamon, and then there is also a blueberry flavour, and then the third one was a red fruit flavour. The apple and cinnamon one is the only one I've had so far, but absolutely delicious. Quite kind of a filling portion, like a really decent sized portion, so you certainly won't be going hungry after it, and just really nice flavours. I'm never really one for porridge, particularly in the morning. It's not kind of a go-to breakfast of mine, so actually I was really impressed with these. The next thing I've got to show you is from a brand called Enquiries. So they make chickpea puffs, so like crisps. So this is their branding, and they almost look a little bit like What's-Its. You can see that on the back. I'll show you. See if the camera will pick up what these look like. Yeah, so they look really like What's-Its, but when you eat them, they're a bit denser. They're not as light and crispy as What's-Its. I've really enjoyed these. So there was various flavours that we were sent. This one's the sweet and smoky, and then there was also far out fajita, and then cheese and love, and then the last flavour that I tried, and these are my favourites, were in herbs we trust. These were really nice. They were so moreish, quite a lot better for you than crisps, and they're really high in fibre and protein, and there's actually only 90 calories in a serving, and that's kind of 22 grams, so a pack of crisp size serving. The other really good thing about these hippies is they're vegan and they're gluten free and dairy free, so they're good for almost everybody, I should think. And they've got no MSG in them as well, so no kind of false flavouring. So I would really recommend trying those out as an alternative to crisps, as like a really nice savoury snack. Next up, we've got a couple of cookbooks that I've been sent. Both of these are from Quattro Publishing. The first one is a book called Soulful Baker, This is a book by Julie Jones, and obviously about baking, given the name. But there's some really kind of yummy sounding bakes in here, kind of from not just sweet either, so from brunch to pies and desserts and things like that. I've tried out a couple of the recipes in here already. So we've tried out this chocolate mousse. I'll show you the picture. The picture looks amazing. Mine did not look as good as that, but, but it was really yummy. And we've tried out a couple more. There's one that I'm really looking forward to trying out. I'll just show you that one. And that's this salted caramel and chocolate tart. You can tell that I'm a chocolate fan, can't you? Again, that looks really pretty. Mine probably won't look as pretty as that. I'm really looking forward to trying that one out. So that came out just last month, and RRP £20. A really nice book, really nice baking book if you're looking for investing in a new baking book. The second one from the same publisher is a book called The Flexible Vegetarian. This one's by someone called Jo Pratt, and as it says on the tin, vegetarian recipes. The kind of twist to this one, if you like, is that for each vegetarian dish that she's written in here, she's actually given like a little flexible tip where you, if you say you're a meat eater but everyone else you live with is vegetarian or something like that, you can actually make the recipe flexible, and she's suggested a really good thing to try with it, meat or fish. So all of the recipes have this little bit down the bottom and flexible suggestions. So this one is a paneer and turmeric corn cake, and they've said there's a couple of ways you can be flexible. You can add sausages on the side or even some black pudding with it to make it non-vegetarian. So that's a really nice concept actually, for those that like cooking vegetarian food but just occasionally want something with meat or need something with meat. Some really yummy sounding things in here. These halloumi fries look absolutely amazing. And then there's also a recipe called Southern mac and cheese. Like, I really love mac and cheese, so this one's really appealing to me. And it just looks so yummy in the picture. Can't wait to try that one out. So that book is also £20 and is out now. So the next products that we were sent to sample were some products from a really well-known brand, a Japanese brand called Yutaka. You may not have heard of it, but you'd probably recognise it in the supermarket. It's kind of probably the leading brand for Japanese products in the supermarket. So if you've got something like rice wine, soy sauce, anything like that in your cupboard, it may well be Yutaka make. We really like Yutaka actually. We've tried out a lot of their products, and kind of their basics are staples in our kitchen cupboard. So we have their rice wine vinegar, we have kind of their miso, but I've not really ever ventured into kind of their noodles and things like that. It's always been like the condiment side of things that we had. So I was really interested to try out some of these products that they were sent. So first of all, we were sent a couple of packs of ramen noodles. These ones are miso ramen. The idea behind these is it's a packet of noodles, but they've also got kind of seasoning sachets inside. So basically this packet is designated to make kind of essentially a miso soup with ramen noodles, and they've got the recipe for that just on the back as well, so you can't go wrong. So that's a really good idea. So it's kind of essentially a meal in a packet, and each one of these packets is enough for 2 people. And then the other couple of packets of noodles they sent us were both gluten-free noodles. So first one was these gluten-free soybean noodles, and then also gluten-free edamame soybean noodles. You can see, if you can see, these are a lovely green colour, and the Yutaka have teamed up with Chin-Hee Huang, who, see if you can see her face there, she's a well-known TV chef. She cooks some really nice food, and basically she's come up with a couple of recipes to use these noodles for. So these edamame noodles, she's suggested a Hainan style chicken edamame noodle soup, and then there's the full recipe for that on the back of the box, ingredients and everything, absolutely everything you need. And then the same thing with the soybean noodles. For this one, she suggested a hot and sour aubergine and courgette soybean noodles. And again, everything you need is on the back of the packet. That one sounds absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to try that one. We've already tried out the edamame one, it's really, really good. Although you might say they're just packets of noodles, they're just a little bit different in that they give you some great ideas of what to do with them, particularly if you're not that familiar with this kind of food, or you know, if you gave me some soybean noodles, I would say not really sure what to eat with those, or how to cook them. So that was a really useful thing to have on the back of the packet as well. So yeah, really looking forward to trying the other ones of those that we haven't tried as yet. The very last thing that I've got to show you today is a couple of packets of spice blends. So these spice blends are from a company called Honestly Co. And they are curried spice blends on a biryani. So this one is a biryani masala blend, and that's mild. And the other one I've got is a curry masala blend, and that one comes in hot. I think they both come in mild and hot, so you've got the choice of those. So the good thing about these is that their inside is just basically a blend of spices. So it says all you need to add all you need for the recipe is, so this packet, then you need your protein, so your chicken, meat, or your vegetables, whatever you want to use in your curry, 2 spoons of cooking oil and some water, and then if you want to garnish it with some herbs, they suggest as well. So that sounds really simple. So in this one, which is the curry masala blend, there's dried onion, ginger, coriander, chilli, cumin, dried tomato, dried garlic and salt. Sounds good. And then the biryani masala blend, a little bit more in there. So again, dried onion, coriander, chilli, cumin, cardamom, turmeric, ground pepper, cloves, cinnamon, tomato, salt and pomegranate powder. So those are really good for if you want a curry in a really short amount of time. We've tried both of them, and probably think that the curry masala blend was my favourite. That's probably because I prefer slightly spicier things. So this one was a little on the mild side for me, but that would be perfect for people who like milder curries. So that's everything I've got to show you this month that we've been trying out through August and September. So I hope you enjoyed this slightly different style of video this month. I'll be back towards the end of November with another video a bit like this, but it will be kind of orientated towards foodie Christmas presents that you can buy for people in your family that kind of like food and drink as a present. So I hope you'll tune in and watch then as well. If you like this video, I'd love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and love it even more if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.